Jamie Sandhouse here, currently in Amsterdam, and I want to talk about what happens when you follow your intention and when you ignore your self-doubt.
You might just set a goal, you have a certain intent, and your intention is to achieve that goal probably as quickly as you can for a certain set of items every single day. And as humans, we face challenges, we face distractions, we face resistance, but if we were just to follow our intention, the intention of hitting that goal, of doing the everyday actions, of pushing through that fear, of not being worried about what someone thought about us, if we just follow that intention, the places it will lead you are phenomenal. Like, I have achieved some pretty crazy things just through ignoring every other emotion I have, any other fear or any other thought, and just following my intention. And it's the best feeling in the world, right? When you set out to do something, when you have a clear intention and you're like, you know what, I might try this every day, or I might go towards this, and you actually fulfill that intention, and it gives you self-confidence, it creates you more momentum for the next thing, right? When you follow through your intention and you ignore the fear or the self-doubt or what people are going to be saying about you, it's honestly the best feeling in the world. So if I can urge you guys to do anything, it's to follow that intention, whatever it is, and just keep pushing towards it. Like, for example, if you want to lose weight, then your intention should be just to go to the gym. Doesn't matter if it was an amazing workout or if it was a bad workout, just follow that intention again and again and again every single day, and you're bound to hit the outcome, right? You feel good about yourself because you may not have wanted to go to the gym, but you followed that intention anyway, so you feel positive about yourself. There's no self-hate, there's no internal dialogue that's abusing yourself or anything like that. And I think the biggest thing we can do as entrepreneurs is to follow that intention more, is to listen to that intention and ignore all the other fears and comments and self-doubt that might come up as well. So whatever you're currently working on, whatever project you have, just maintain that intention that you set out initially. If it's a little bit scary, it's fine, just push through it, and just follow your intention, because you set it up for a reason in the first place. And you don't have to remain free of the outcome. I've talked about that before, but you want to just have a clear intent and not be emotionally reactive as to what happens through that intent or not. And I talked about that in a previous video as well. So whatever project you're working on, whatever goal you want to achieve, follow your intention. It will lead you to a place where you are going to win, and you're going to feel more confident about yourself. You're going to feel more congruency in your everyday actions, because you're actually setting up. So what happens when you follow your intention is the person you want to be, the person you want the world to see you as, and the person who you are all align, because you're following that intention. And it's a powerful thing. It just creates so much momentum in your life. And if you can follow that intention and just, as I said, ignore the fears, ignore the self-doubt, ignore the haters, if you will, and just ignore anything else, but just do the work, do the intention, then you are going to end up in a place where you're going to win. So as a lot of you know, I do have a speaking impediment, and I've overcome that, or I've been able to combat that, or at least work with it in my life, and that's through following my intentions. So example would be, when I first began to overcome this through a course called the McGuire program, they talked a lot about intent, right? When your intention aligns with your actions, then you kind of get freedom, because you're not caught up in your head. You're grounded, because you're just playing the game. You're following your intention, and you're playing to win rather than playing to not lose. So example would be, when I went to do my public speech in Melbourne and Sydney, and I think I did one in Adelaide as well. I've done a lot of these, and we do them in the shopping malls in the most busiest parts of town. And the point is to get over that fear and just to follow your intention, right? So when I was approaching that, when I was walking up to the podium to present or to talk in front of 200-300 people that I never had met or never had talked to before, when I was 22 years old, it was quite fearful, and I didn't want to do it. I had every excuse in my head to not do it, but I followed my intention. And sure, it probably wasn't perfect, but I followed my intention. And that reinforced the idea that I can do this, that I don't have to live in this current reality that I'm in now, where I have problems and fears and challenges. If I follow my intention, I can prove to myself that I am more, that I can simply achieve anything I want to if I simply follow that intention. And that's why I'm so passionate about intention and freedom of outcome, or just even following your intention in general, is that it can really lead you to a place where you're going to win. So that's a quick story from my own life, and that was 4 or 5 years ago now since I first did the course. And you know, my intention has just grown more and more. I've learned how to follow it on a much higher level. I still got blockages and problems in every area of life, but I know that if I simply follow my intention, I can prove to myself that I can get through this, and that I can do anything I want to if I simply follow my intention, rather than listening to the voice inside my head, or rather than being concerned about what the world thinks about what I'm currently doing. Okay, so follow your intention. It's going to lead you to a place